god back this time.
¿En serio?
All these guys talk about is King Deshret, so they're probably the ones we're looking for.
Lo más probable.
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Hubo una pelea con la reina y él terminó perdiendo, ¿no? La reina mayor Ruka Devata traidora.
Yeah, Paimon was wondering what they meant too. We should ask about that if we get the chance later.
Okay.
What you see is what we've got. Feel free to look around.
El mod miente, baneenlo. Ay, no.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outsiders?
Ay, es cierto, tenía que decir acá de estudiante. Ups. Soy un estudiante de la academia.
What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos?
¿Estudiando? Estoy buscando información sobre cierta cosa.
Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Te doy 50 moras.
Huh? What is this, some kind of joke?
¿Qué? No.
Oh, sorry. He must have grabbed the wrong amount. Hey, what do you think you're doing?
¿Qué? Son 500,000 moras. No, te doy 500,000.
Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago. But there's no other choice right now.
Here, this is the merchant's address. Whatever you're looking for, you'll find it there. Hmm? Well, what are you waiting for?
Tengo una pregunta más.
Oh, that's right! We heard you mention King Deshret just now. We're actually interested to know more because we're, archaeology students!
Fine. Since you've already handed over the Mora, I guess I can throw in a little extra info.
Pequeño extra. ¿En serio?
As you can see, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret.
Uh-huh.
Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. It was an advanced civilization, far beyond anything you'll see in present-day Sumeru.
Okay.
King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
Él tenía título Dios de la Sabiduría, ¿eh?
So, you mean the traitor was...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies.
¿Les gusta hablar por aquí? Ah, sí, en este juego hay mucho diálogo. Mucho.
Furthermore, she conspired with the academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard in the desert, prophesying his resurrection. Mark my words, our god shall return. And when that day comes, all followers of the traitor and all the desert dwellers who have forgotten their true god will suffer retribution together.
Whoa, tranquilo.
If what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret.
¿Puedes contarnos más sobre la profecía?
I don't have anything to say to you academia people about that. I think this conversation has reached its end.
Con los padres y armas que se cargan y que ante la voz se muere. ¿Qué?
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Es un farsante. ¿Qué?
You again? Deranged academia lunatic.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things uncomfortable for you.
Al-Hassan.
Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory.
Wow.
Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you're worth.
Wow, son estafadores.
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing at, trying to ruin our business like this, hmm?
¿Cómo le dijeron? No es Al-Hassan, es... ¿Cómo? ¿Qué pronunciación tan rara?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss my terms with your boss.
Ha! The boss made it perfectly clear that he won't negotiate with you.
No quiere negociar el jefe.
Yes, and in no uncertain terms. But that was then. It does not preclude him from changing his mind in the future.
I'm warning you, don't push us, or this could get ugly. We don't usually get rough with people from the academia because it just complicates things. For a lunatic like you, though, we might just have to make an exception.
Ah, pelea.
If you're suggesting that we escalate this from a verbal exchange to a physical one, I accept. After all, even the Archons used war to negotiate the ownership of Tevat. If, on the other hand,
Pelea.
we can't agree on any means of negotiation at all, then I'm afraid my next course of action will sting a little more than the mere falling through of a few business deals.
Wow.
I will jeopardize the Eremite's reputation, which I know you value above all else. I am quite confident that if I began to take such action, your boss would willingly approach me himself. However, I fear that by then, some things will have happened that cannot be undone. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly what happened here today. Otherwise, he might blame you for not telling him in the future.
Sabe hablar.
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my word in the past?
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay then, if you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Ok. Un duelo.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Es cierto. Devuélveme mi dinero. ¿Le hicieron? No entendí eso.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid for their food yet.
No pagaron su comida.
Mr. Iman, there appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it?
Well...
Wow, él les ayuda.
Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Wow.
Did you see that? He not only got us our Mora back, but sent the Emirites running too! Plus, he seems to know a lot about what's going on around here. Let's catch up with him and ask some questions! He went that way! After him!
Realmente sabe hablar. Tiene el don de la palabra.
Fresh fruits and veggies, both quantity and quality.
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
Al-Haytham? ¿El-Haytham? What?
What do you want?
Gracias por ayudarnos.
No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the opportunity I needed. We're even. Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might harass you again in the future.
El almacén.
All right. Goodbye.
El almacén.
Hold your horses! We still have something to ask you about! Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something, no?
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring about that?
Soy un estudiante de la academia.
A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Quizás podría negociarlo para llegar a un acuerdo.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong! Weren't you saying something about a physical exchange? We can help with that.
He doesn't even have a vision. Forget it.
Es cierto que no tiene una visión, pero puede manipular los elementos.
Maybe not, but he can still use elemental energy. Otherwise, there's no way we'd go asking for info from from guys like that. Those hot-headed thugs are definitely gonna bring a lot of backup for your next meeting. Even if you don't go alone, you won't regret taking us with you.
All right, I accept. Got a pen and paper? If you're searching for someone who sells that kind of merchandise, I'll give you one of their addresses, and you can try your luck.
Ok, bien, lo
We'll
convencimos.
reconvene at the appointed time by the pier. It doesn't matter if you show up or not.
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're after?
You were willing to part with 500,000 mora for something and you didn't even know what it was?
Sí.
Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer out of them when they become hostile. Look, if you've been making inquiries, then you have to know something by now. Tell me what you know so far, so I don't waste time repeating information.
Ok.
We know it's connected to the academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal in it, but some students want to get a hold of it too. What else?
Parece que es un tipo de
You know
conocimiento.
almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before.
Sí, no lo hemos visto.
This is what you've been looking for.
¡Tú lo tienes!
Paimon can't tell what it is.
¿Qué es esa cosa?
It looks like some kind of ornament.
Realmente es cierto que es que el nombre sea un almacén. ¿Cómo podría sacar esa piedra tan grande? ¿De dónde?
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. It's like a miniature Akasha.
Cápsula de conocimiento.
Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents.
Cualquiera.
Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
¿En serio?
That's amazing.
Increíble.
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them.
Es ilegal.
They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use.
Locro.
But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed for them by the Akasha and wish to change their fate.
Bueno, de hecho sí. Siempre están buscando qué hacer.
Over the past century, a wide variety of canned knowledge has been leaked from the academia. Now, in Port Ormos, the valuable ones are a means to mora for the Eremites. Meanwhile, those which the Eremites deem to be useless to them occasionally prove useful to the common citizens and hapless academia students. Well, I think that about sums it up.
Ya veo.
Oh, so that's your true objective.
Quiero saber más sobre
With
eso.
our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer.
Quizás podamos añadir una cláusula adicional.
You're still resolved. Fine. Let's talk somewhere with fewer people.
Ah. No te puedes rendir a mí. Soy el protagonista. Nadie se rinde ante el protagonista.
Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something.
¿De qué se trata?
I need you to find someone named Dory, a traveling merchant.
¿Dory? Ah, lo conozco. Es un pececito azul que pierde la memoria cada cierto tiempo.
Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. Some say that as long as there is profit to be made, there is nothing she won't dare to sell. She's guarded against
ahora es
people from
vendedora.
the Academia because most of her wares don't comply with Academia regulations.
Ajá.
I think she blacklisted me. I met with her informant, but it soon became clear that they had no intention of letting me get any further.
¿Prota power o guionazo? Es una excelente pregunta. ¿Será el guión el que le da el poder al protagonista? ¿O será el protagonista el que le da poder al guión? Okay.
Become one of Dory's customers and earn her trust. This is my condition for further collaboration.
Ok, vamos a ver.
Why do you want us to meet with her?
Sí, porque quiere que nos reunamos con
Until you
ella.
complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
Son los personajes de una historia sin saberlo, como la historia sin fin, algo así se llamaba. Probablemente. La historia sin fin. Hace años que no la he visto. La historia sin fin es la que trata de un perro dragón blanco. La recuerdo más por el perro dragón. Creo que era el dragón, aunque tal vez no lo sea. Y un gigante motociclista de piedra. Si esa sí la tuya está bien aburrida, será un fracaso en ventas. No sé si al fin, no sé si era un perro dragón o si era solo un perro volador. Probablemente era un dragón. Está bien, tú ganas, entonces, ¿cómo lo hacemos?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long, so Dory should view you as safe clients. I'll give you the informant's address and their contact password.
Ok, su contraseña.
Beyond the password, though, I have no way of knowing what other tricks she might have up her sleeve. You'll have to improvise.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste.
Tiene un buen olfato para el dinero y un buen ojo para la mercancía. Eso le gusta a los clientes, se considera un buen gusto. Eso parece una descripción de otro personaje que he visto en algún lado, pero no recuerdo dónde. Creo que era un manga.
I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
What? We only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time! We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
Tal vez.
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight?
Puedo usarla.
Oh, that's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in higher regard. Anyway, that ability should resolve your issue.
Él es dentro. Oh. hasta ahorita me di cuenta que es dentro.
Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
Ah, que una tiene menor memoria que el otro.
They look the same to Paimon.
Try inspecting them with elemental sight.
Ok.
Did you see anything?
La estrella brilla con más intensidad.
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight.
De mayor calidad suelen ser más brillantes. Oh. ¿Ven? Sí, una tenía menor memoria que el otro. No estaba mal.
That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary times, so those capsules are of little value.
Paimon todavía está tratando de diferenciarlas.
Using elemental sight is merely a stopgap measure, but it should suffice for earning Dory's trust.
Okay.
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password, and here is the mora for purchasing canned knowledge.
Okay.
Don't be cheap. You'll need to spend to catch Dory's eye. If there's any mora left over, just keep it.
Okay.
Oh, and be sure to exercise some caution. There have been Matra present in Port Ormos lately. Your efforts will be for naught if they catch you.
Oh, okay.
Matra?
Es una matra.
They belong to the Academia's regulatory body. They also handle cases of illegal canned knowledge transactions. Like I said, the Academia has banned both their trade and possession.
Ah, okay.
The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time.
Los matras se oye como que son un tipo de traficantes, ¿no? Estoy dispuesto a correr riesgo.
Okay, then we have a deal. If you succeed in your dealings with Dory, come find me at the Wikela Funduk. We'll have an
Oops.
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Perdón. Presioné el botón sin querer. Tenía el control puesto en otro lado, en la mesa. Y lo agarré, nomás lo que lo agarré. Presioné el botón. Pero bueno, yo digo que para convencer a Dory sería mejor cantar la de nadaremos. Estaríamos nadaremos, nadaremos en el mar. Ya me caí.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy?
Queremos comprar frutos crudos.
Wait, are you sure you're remembering that right? Paimon doesn't think it was that on the paper.
Ah, qué bueno que estás ahí, Paimon. Vamos a comprar unos frutos sin madurar.
What a unique palate. We have unripe horror fruits, but we usually keep them in the back. I'll have someone escort you.
Following the paper got us past the first round.
Ronak, these two want to buy unripe horror fruits. Show them to the warehouse.
Got it. You too. Please follow me.
No sé si esa es una buena contraseña, porque seguramente va a haber alguien que sí vaya a querer comprarlo sin madurar.
We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru Rose means common merch.
Every ship deserves the best.
No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah,
Yeah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Hablan en clave.
That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse